Hey, Micho.
What are you watching, grandson?
Just some hand drum music videos. I really dig this stuff. Don't worry, Grandpa. It's not ceremonial or anything. Just social.
Wouldn't it? You're enjoying yourself, grandson.
Hey, Grandpa, can I learn some powwow songs?
Sure, Nui. Pow Wow drumming's a little different than hand drumming, though. Men are the only ones who sit at the Pow Wow drum.
Why is that, Micho?
It's just something we've always done, Nosame. A lot of times women will sit or stand behind the drum and add harmony. Some people call them songbirds.
Are there other rules I should know about if I ever get to sit at a drum?
You need to live a clean life when you're around the dewagon, Nosame. You need to stay away from drugs and alcohol. When we finish singing on the drum, we cover the drum up with a blanket and wrap it up. We also offer sema or tobacco and say a prayer before we start and ask Mamo Gosnam, the creator, to help us.
Let me see if I can find something on powwow drumming.
Every weekend from early spring to late fall, Indians flock to powwows across North America. On any given weekend, hundreds gather to celebrate. Week in and week out, some will exert as much energy as running a marathon. Others will visit. Others will express pride and dignity. All will celebrate being Indian. The beginnings of this sometimes sacred expression of cultural pride can be traced back to a gift from the Creator, the gift of the drum. It is a story which is told and retold by the elders of the Powwow Trail.
The drum is very, very central and very important, in our way of life.
It's like being in the womb or something, listening to your mother's heartbeat. When you're inside your mother's womb, you hear her heart something.
The drum is an instrument that has been amongst my people back from the beginning of time.
This intimate connection to the drum begins with the beating of the heart, from when we are born until we die. It is no wonder then to find that the drum has always been part of Indian existence. It beats in the lodge, deep from within the earth, to the pulsating rhythm of life itself.
That big drum is an element, is the instrument to convey a message. But our Indian people don't look at it as the instrument to convey a message. They look at it as being the messenger that comes only from God. And that's a very powerful feeling whenever the Indian person sits there. They're very reverent, they're very respectful, they watch what they say to each other.
So the Big Drum Society and even the powwow drum is very recent. The powwow drum is probably, to us as a people, within the last 200 years. The women hold the position of the circle around the drum. She was told that the drumstick is to be given to man, and that only man can hit the drum, and that the position and the safekeeping of the drum in the society is by the women, and that is done by the protective circle around the outside of the circle of singers, around the circle of the drum. No matter what powwow you go to, the element of respect for the drum, for the songs, for all of the things that are associated with Indian people dancing is nevertheless there. So even if it's a completely commercial contest powwow, nonetheless, to whatever degree, the respect for the drum, the spirituality of the dance, and its expression is there. And people who are without that, I don't think can enjoy the powwow as much as I can. I am moved by songs. I'm moved by good singers, by a good drum group. I'm unmoved by a poor drum group, you know, and you can see that in the dancer's response. When you have a drum group that is together, know their songs, and can really hit it, the dancers just flock to dance. So there's a spirit and an intensity there. But even in contest powwows, even them, you know, that this drum is somehow more than just something to pound on or keep rhythm. It's somehow there, even there. And there's a lot of people with different values and different takes on their values. There's dancers say, "Oh, I don't dance in contest powwows." Well, I do. Does that make me less? Does that make me less traditional or something? You know, I dance because I like to. First of all, I like to dance. I like the music. I like the movement. I like the activity. I also like the competition. You know?
The other thing that happens whenever you sound the drum in a sacred and a spiritual way, when you're singing the spiritual songs, you call out the spirit. You call the ancestors to come and attend the gathering or the ceremony or the dancing that you're doing. You are calling them. Because the drum, of course, you know, is like when you throw a rock into the water, it has a rippling effect and it just goes. It's identical in the spirit world when you sound that drum. It has that effect and it goes into the universe. And the ancestors hear that drum and then they come.
That drum has a way to call the spirits. In fact, I've been to places where you can see eagles hover over the arena because they come to look on too.
The spirit of the drum simply connects people to the land, to their soul. It is the same thing with the powwow. For those who have to ask why, there is an answer.
Again, it's just a repeat of an environment that's created to help us remember. So I see the drum as a very strong gift of creating remembrance.
We believe in blood memory. So it is the genetic memory, the genetic gift that'll flow through our veins forever. I don't care how I don't care how much they take from us or where they take us. Boarding schools, adoption homes. Indian people somehow have always tenaciously, and I think by thin string sometimes, have hung on to that idea. Even if a child has not been raised in the family or on the res or in the community and taken on, you know, somehow that never severs. Because the first time that child hears a drum, something wakes up. So we've, you know, in spite of everything, we've hung on to something.
The drum is also very important for us as a nation and as a people. If we do not sound our drums regularly, then the voice of the people will never be heard. And what had happened to our people in recent history, that our drum was not allowed to be heard. By law, our drum was not allowed to be played. And at that point, our voice was not heard.
the songs that were given by the Spirit and that was inspired by the Spirit as thanksgiving to the Spirit and as an expression of thanksgiving for our own life, an expression of our connection with all of creation. And what's at the heart of that is the heartbeat of the Creator, Him, herself. All right? The heartbeat of creation is the Creator's heart. That's why the lodge, our real religion, is known as Middewe Win. And that's why the drum is called Dewe Igun, the heart of the heart. Middewe Win is the way of the heart. His love for us is directly from the heart. So all the gifts that He has given to us as a people, as a nation, is from His heart. So the religion is from His heart. That's Middewe Win. What's centered to that is Dewe Igun, the heartbeat. And true to the promise that the Creator made to us. And these are the words, Gawin wikagi gawan enemy go sin. I shall never forget. I shall never abandon you. And true to that, that's the spirit of the drum has survived. The spirit of the song, of the dance, the spirit of the people have survived.
That's really cool. Glad I'm learning about drumming and powwow drumming. Are there other types of drums, Misho?
Konige. In the Middewe Lodge, they use a water drum, and they use a large drum as part of the big drum, or dream drum. Don't confuse this with powwow drumming, though, Nosame. The big drum is a belief followed by many traditional Potawatomi in Kansas and Wisconsin. We can talk about some of these types of ceremonies another day.
Miigwech, Misho, for the teaching. Hey, Misho, do you have a powwow drum?
Konige, Nosame. Would you like to learn a song?
Yeah, Misho.
Okay, while most powwow songs are vocable songs, or non-word songs, some have words. A group of Ojibwa elders took the AIM song and put words to it. I took those words and tweaked them to Potawatomi.
Cool, let's learn it.
Here we go, Nui. Mamwe, Gadamish Kosman, Mamwe, Gadamish Kosman, Ho, hey, ah, hey, oh, no, Exkode, Gibod, we, what, Mam, Kachnish, Nabam, Yak, Menope, Madzeyak, Menope, Madzeyak, hey, ah, hey, oh, no, Exkode, Gibod, we, what, Mam, Kachnish, Nabam, Yak.